Hello, my fellow OT members. While we cannot enjoy each other's company for the second Seder at Ohev Tzedek, perhaps each of us can create the true spirit and miracle of Passover in our own home. Let's hope that every one of you, or most of you, have received a copy of a family Haggadah, which we'll be using tonight for the second Seder. And please, we're going through this very quickly, so on your own, complete and review whatever you'd like. Before we start the Seder, though, I want to read something to you to welcome Passover. We are grateful for the laughter of the children and the beauties of nature, for our health and our own life breath, for the abundance of food on this table and the ones who prepared this feast, for the roof over our heads and the clothes on our backs, for the work that we do and the opportunities to give back to our communities, for this opportunity to celebrate with family and friends in spirit, for the freedom to pray these words without fear in any language among diverse faiths. And we are mindful of those who may be far from home this year, who may be without a job, struggling with illness, who may be in the midst of conflict or war, who especially at this season may be feeling the loss of a loved one. And so we pray for healing for them and for each of us. And we say, may the Creator of all things, the one who makes peace in the heavens above, teach us to make peace within ourselves, among ourselves, and with all living beings on this planet. Let's now go to our Haggadah, which means the telling, and we're going to go to page 5, which is the Seder plate, so you can take a look at it and see the Seder plate that we've prepared. And let's review the items on the Seder plate. We have the beitzah, the roasted egg. We have karpas, the celery, the greens. We have a zorora, the roasted bone. We have charoset, the chopped apples and nuts. We have maror, the bitter herbs. And chazeret is missing, but we'll make our own Hillel sandwich a little bit later. Now, if you would turn quickly to page 34, Rabbi Gamliel said that in telling the story of Exodus, we must explain the meaning of the 3 most important symbols. Without this explanation, our celebration is incomplete. So, we have the zorah. The roasted bone is called the Pesach. It recalls the lamb of our ancestors sacrificed and ate in the days of the temple. As a symbol on our Seder plate, it reminds us that during the 10th plague, Adonai passed over the homes of the Israelites and spared their firstborn. We also have the matzah. We eat matzah to remind us how our ancestors had to leave Egypt in such haste that the dough for their bread did not have time to rise. And we have the maror. We eat this maror to remind us of the bitterness the Egyptians made the lives of our ancestors by forcing them to be slaves. Now, if you would, turn back and turn to page 6. We light the candles, which, if you can see, we have candles set. I will not light them. Please light them on your own and say the blessing, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel yom tov. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who makes us holy by your mitzvos and commands us to light the festival candles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechayanu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has kept us alive and well so that we can celebrate this special time together. Now, Seder, which means order, it has a special order. And I'm going to read the order of the Seder, okay, in Hebrew, and please on your own, you can go back and review the English. Kadesh, Urchatz, Karpas, Yachatz, Magid, Rachza, Motzi Matzah, Moror, Korech, Shulchan Orech, Safun, Barech, Halel, Nirtza. Now, if you would, let's turn to page 10, and we'll say the Kiddush, the first cup. We lift our cups to say the blessing over the first cup of wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei pri hagafen. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who creates the fruit of the vine. Then if you would, let's turn to page 12, please. Towards the bottom of the page. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam shehechiyanu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has kept us alive and well so that we can celebrate this special time. Please, if you would, take a drink. Okay. If we turn to page 14, you can wash your hands if you'd like, but we dip a vegetable. We dip a vegetable, if you would. You can take the karpas, dip it in salt water, if you would, okay? And say the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei pri ha'adamah. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who creates the fruit of the earth. And please eat the vegetable. Now let's turn in our Haggadah to page 18. Because what's Passover without kind of knowing the story a little bit? So we tell the story of Passover. We ask the 4 questions. Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelos shebecho halelos anu ochlin hametzu matzah halayla hazeh kulo matzah shebecho halelos anu ochlin she'ar yirakos halayla hazeh maror shebecho halelos ein anu matbilin afilu pa'am echad halayla hazeh shetei fe'amim shebecho halelos anu ochlin bein yoshvin uvein misubin halayla hazeh kulanu misubin. And please, on your own, you can go back and you can read in English exactly the translation of the Hebrew that I just read. Now, if you would, let's turn to page 24 in our Haggadah. And here is probably for the next several pages the story of Passover from the beginning of Abraham. But let's go to the bottom page, the bottom paragraph. This Pharaoh made the Israelites slaves. He forced them to do hard labor, building cities with bricks made from clay and straw. The people knew neither peace nor rest, only misery and pain. The cruelest decree of all was Pharaoh's order that every baby born to an Israelite woman be drowned in the river Nile. The midwives Shifra and Puah feared God and did not do as the Pharaoh had ordered, but allowed the infants to live. Thank goodness, that's why we have Moses. Now, if you would, let's turn to page 28, the 10 plagues. So if you would, get a cup of wine, get your wine cup, maybe get a napkin or get a little plate, and you'll see what we're going to do. When Moses asked Pharaoh to free the Israelites, he refused, so God brought 10 plagues on the Egyptians. Each one frightened Pharaoh, and each time he promised to free the slaves. But when each plague ended, Pharaoh did not keep his word. It was only after the last plague, the death of the firstborn of the Egyptians, that Pharaoh agreed to let the Israelites go. We fill our wine cups to remember our joy in being able to leave Egypt, yet our happiness is not complete. Because the Egyptians, who are also God's children, please remember, suffered from Pharaoh's evil ways. Therefore, we spill a drop of wine from our cups as we say each plague. So I'm going to dip a finger in my wine glass, and I will say the Hebrew of the plague, and then translate. Dom, blood. Sardea, frogs. Kinim, lice. Arov, beasts. Dever, cattle disease. Shechin, boils. Barad, hail. Arbeh, locusts. Hoshech, darkness. Makas, bechoros, the plague of the firstborn. Let's now, if you would, please turn to page 38. the second cup of wine. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has freed us from our ancestors from Egypt, and brought us here this night to eat matzah and maror. Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors, help us celebrate future holidays and festivals in peace and in joy. Then we will thank you with a new song. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We praise you, Adonai, our God, who has freed the people of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech olam, borei pri hagafen. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who creates the fruit of the vine. Drink the second cup, please. And now we'll turn to page 40. Of course, if you want to wash your hands, we'll say the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu al netilas yadayim. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has made us holy by your mitzvos and commands us to wash our hands. Now everyone, please take a piece of matzah, okay? And we'll say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who brings forth bread from the earth. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu al achilas matzah. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who makes us holy by your mitzvot and commands us to eat matzah. So, enjoy. Take a nice bite of matzah. Okay, let's turn to page 42. We say the blessing for the maror. Please, everyone, we'll take some maror and a charoset. Maror, charoset. We dip the maror into the charoset to recall that our ancestors were able to withstand the bitterness of slavery because it was sweetened by the hope of freedom. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu al achilas maror. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who commands us, who makes us holy by your mitzvot and commands us to eat maror. So please, you take some maror and a little charoset. I'll do just a little bit here. Okay? So now, if you'd like, we can make the sandwich of matzah and maror. On Passover in the days of the temple in Jerusalem, Rabbi Hillel would eat a sandwich made of Pesach, lamb of the offering, matzah and maror. Now we do not bring sacrifices to the temple, so our sandwich is made only with matzah and maror. So if you would, you take a little piece of matzah, a little maror, and there you go. And now it's time, as we finish the first part of the Seder, to enjoy the meal. Now, my wife, Kim, is going to go open the door. We're kind of skipping around a little bit, and we're going to welcome Elijah. And naturally, you should have a cup for Elijah, for he's going to come and greet us all in our homes. And what we say is, this cup is for Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah the prophet. We open our front door to greet our honored guest and invite him to join our Seder. We pray that he will return to us, bringing a time of peace and freedom, as we sing, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishvi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera v'yameinu, Yavo Eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David. May Elijah the prophet come to us quickly and in our day, bringing the time of the Messiah. Well, I want to thank you. I hope this mini Seder was enjoyable for you, and please continue on your own. Enjoy the Pesach holiday, and to all of our OT friends, we hope to see you soon. And please remember to light some candles for Shabbat. Thank you, and good night.